Welcome to 3D Amazon FBA. Today we're going to talk about Amazon is closing warehouses and shutting down other warehouses that they've been working on and stuff like that. It's a little bit of an older story, about 2 weeks old, but I don't think it reached a lot of people. So I want to talk about it today. So before I get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Any subscriptions. I'm almost to 1,300 subscribers. So if you can help me get there, I'd really appreciate it. All right, so I got two articles to show you here, and then I'll just talk about what I think is really going on. So this article was published actually 2 days ago. Amazon's closing 2 facilities with a total of 300 employees and scrapping plans for 42 buildings. So, really what I think Amazon probably, because they have a newer CEO, he's maybe under 2 years, that replaced Bezos. And I'm wondering if he thought that, with all the stuff that happened in 2020 where everybody was shopping online and all that good stuff, I wonder if he got a little bit too anxious or too ambitious and just started making plans for all these warehouses and stuff like that, thinking that people would just prefer to shop online and, compared to going back out to stores now that things have opened up. I'm kind of guessing that might be what he's thinking. So I live in Bakersfield, California, Southern California, and where I live now, I live in like the extreme far north part of town, and I'm about 5 minutes away from a real Amazon warehouse. And where I used to live on the southwest side of town, a building that used to be a Kmart, they were building a Amazon warehouse as well. It's about 7 to 10 miles, I'd guess, from where I live now, about a 15-minute drive. And it's completed, and they're just not going to use it. And I think they mentioned that in the second article I'm going to show you guys. But, it looks completed. They've got fences in. They've got, like a gated entrance. They put up everything. And this building used to be a Kmart. So, it's a fairly good-sized building, but they put up gates and brick walls and stuff like that. So, just not anybody can have access to the parking lot. And they closed it down, so Bakersfield, I think we're pushing probably close to about 1 million people now, maybe 700,000 to 1 million. We're probably in that range. I haven't looked for a few years, but do we really need 2 warehouses locally? I don't really know if we're really that big, really to really need that much. We're not like LA or Chicago or Detroit, any of these bigger cities. Like LA has several. I don't really know if Bakersfield needed multiple warehouses. You know what I mean? So I think they might have got too ambitious thinking that people were only going to be shopping online, because of the convenience kind of thing here. So this article doesn't really say that much, but they're shutting down 2 stations in Baltimore, which has over 300 people that work there. So 300 people in the city of Baltimore had lost their jobs. It appears to be the latest step in Amazon dialing back expansion on its vast delivery network. And it says, I'm not sure who these people are. A consulting firm that tracks Amazon's real estate purchases told Bloomberg that Amazon has scrapped plans to open 42 facilities in the U.S. and delayed plans to open another 41. So that's 63 facilities they were planning on opening that they're not going to open now. And, I'm also kind of wondering if this is why they're jacking up our fees so much, because earlier this year they gave us a 10% increase. Then they gave us a 5% inflation increase. And now we're going into Q4, and they already charge us more for like triple for storage, but they're also going to charge us 35 cents per item we sell. So for me, I sell anywhere from 80 to 120 items a day. So that's quite a bit of money. If you just say I do 80 a day at 35 cents, that's $28 a day times 31 days, because you got December, October, both have 31 days each. That's an extra $686 I'm going to be charged just to sell items during Q4, on top of them tripling the storage fees. So I'm wondering if Amazon overexpanded, and they're like, oh crap, how are we going to come up with this money? And at first they started just charging us. And then I think they still figure they couldn't do it anymore, and they're still going to charge us. But, So the other article here, this one just talks about the ones they closed in California. They cut 2 planned distribution centers in Southern California, and they axed 9 warehouses in California, including West Covina and Oceanside. So, 5 of them in the Bay add up to 4.4 million square feet. Scale back plans in West Covina, Oceanside, Hayward, Leandro, Santa Rosa, Sonoma, Salinas, and Bakersfield. So the one here in Bakersfield, from what I can tell, it's 100% complete. It definitely looks complete from the outside. I've spent most of my life in the general area where they built that. I'm talking I lived within 2 miles of it for probably a good 25 years of my life. And, but all this costs jobs, and it cost us money because Amazon makes a lot of money from us. This could even slow down delivery, because that's the whole point of having all these warehouses, is so people can get their stuff faster. So all these closures really have a negative effect on us, because it could slow down the delivery of our stuff to the customer, which slows down us getting paid, because we get paid, I think it's 48 hours after an item is delivered. So if it takes an extra day to get delivered, it's an extra day for us to before we get paid. So I think this is all kinds of bad for us sellers. I can't really think of much of a positive, because they're still charging us more and more fees. It seems like every 2 months they've come up with a new way to charge us. So it's kind of a little bit upsetting that this is happening. But it is what it is. There's really nothing we can do about it. Hopefully Amazon kind of gets their act together and can stop jacking up our fees, and, not have, to waste money on all this expansion that they're canceling. It doesn't do them any good, like the one here in Bakersfield. I think they're trying to say they're holding off on it, but it does seem to be complete, me looking at it. But, that's just a waste of their money. It's a waste of our fees. Because I'm starting to think that all of this is why we're being charged so much. Just thinking logically, there's no evidence, or no one said anything to the contrary. That's just my personal opinion. But there you go. Amazon is closing warehouses and cutting back on expanding. Hopefully they do get their act together so they can start helping us sellers out some more. So that's what I got for you guys today. Just want to let you guys know what's going on with Amazon itself. So do what you will with this information. Thank you for watching.